Hi, it's nice to meet you. This is the podcast where I, Jamie Gomes, take an edible and then interview random people until I get to meet Snoop Dogg. Today's guest is Brandy Alexander. I have no idea why I just sounded so professional. Hi, Brandy. Tell us about yourself.
Hey, so yeah, I'm Brandy Alexander. I'm super excited to be here today and to get to meet you, Jamie.
I feel like we've never actually we've talked forever on the internet.
Yeah.
Like we've known of each other, but we've never.
We've known of each other because of our dear friend Corey that we have in common.
Yes.
But we've never really conversated or any of those things.
And she says you're like the coolest.
Oh, thanks.
You're about to tell me some like really cool stuff, right? Tell us what you do because you are like the coolest, right? Yeah. Let's hear this. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm the owner of Awaken Collections, which means nothing if you don't know what I do. So I'm certified as a psychedelic assisted facilitator. So I do guided journeys or day-long immersions with plant medicine. And then I'm also into somatic experiencing therapy, which is a way to chat with your subconscious mind.
Is that sound yoga?
Huh?
Is that sound yoga? Sound yoga?
No.
Which one's okay.
Yeah.
You do sound yoga though, right?
No, I do some sound healing with my sound bowls.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
And you use the bowls, right? It's called healing, not yoga. That's what it's called. I thought it's called sound healing.
I thought there was something else. Yeah.
I know, but that's what it is. Okay, yeah. Okay, I just want to make sure that I understand. I want to get what you do. Okay, keep telling us. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I do a lot of little things like sound healing where I'll use the pendulum and singing bowls that are regulated to the different chakras and tune the chakras that way. So I do a lot of little things, but such as read tarot and just a bunch of random shit, to be honest. But it all adds value during the ceremony to my clients. So that way, if something does get heightened in a psychedelic experience, we are able to regulate it and not only regulate it, but lean into it even more to find out what's the cause of that. If somebody feels like they can't breathe or something like that, we are able to, in a controlled environment. And with my experience, we're able to lean into those feelings and pop out on the other side.
So you can take the feeling that they have and so if I was I randomly have a card here and I can't breathe. So I grab sun and you're like, let's talk about what this card means. I just opened these. That's why I have these. I don't know what these cards mean. And they're not tarot, they're oracle. But I mean, it is sun, but I just wanted to be clear that that wasn't the sun. But and so you would use this to guide me through my ayahuasca experience and to give yourself guidance as well to kind of figure out why, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So, and somatic experiencing is exactly. It is. And it's just really reading the energetics of, and knowing the medicine space, man. You got to really know the medicine space to be able to, understand and really truly relate to what other people are going through during theirs.
So if you were going to take me on a retreat, I don't even know, what does that look like? I'm going to have, why would I? Let's start with why I would do it and walk me through it. Yeah.
Okay. So I vend a lot at holistic fairs and I will just chat with people about, a lot of times somebody that comes to a holistic fair is there for a specific reason, whether it's an ailment, pain, or something like that. Or they're just looking to overcome blocks and alchemize shit that has kept them down forever. Right. We have these hidden belief systems that we convicted ourselves of crimes before the age of 7. That makes us think we're a burden to the world, or we have abandonment triggers and things like that. And so a lot of my clients are really ready to overcome that and step into their full power. So,
and you know what's so interesting about what you're saying is that you could be talking right now as a witch or as a psychiatrist, and you are saying the exact same thing. And this is because I dabble, and then I also have a degree in psychiatry. So I remember when I was I'm sitting there in therapy and she's going, imagine yourself filled with the white light. And then you read about how to cast a protection spell. Imagine yourself filled with the white light to protect yourself. And I'm like, guys, this is all the same shit. I feel like there's I've always said that is the big thing that needs to be studied is old school witchcraft now has massive basis in psychology and medicine and those plants. And so many of those plants we just walked away from. And they do so much. And the research we've just like left out on this stuff is healing, right?
Yeah, so healing. Oh my goodness. It is so fucking healing. It's amazing the amount that it's helped me with my trauma, from losing my significant other in a motorcycle accident to walking my dad to the other side, to childhood trauma, right? Just growing up and being the accident of the family and the baby, it made me have belief systems that I needed to be a people pleaser. I needed to put everybody else's needs before mine. And that's not the fucking truth, man. And so like psychedelics have really helped me confront a lot of these patterns that have not been serving me for decades of my life. And so I'm super thankful.
Somebody that's like, okay, what? Right. Like people who are like totally anti this, like doing shrooms in college is not the same thing. Like, right. I want to be like, let me be clear that when I made mushroom spaghetti in college, and guys, it was a great time. We watched Dark Side of the Moon and we did the Wizard of Oz thing. It does work. Best day of my life, still to this day. And then I watched that Shakira video. That was a weird day too, but it was a weird day, but that is not the same thing at all. Right.
Yeah, absolutely not. I remember my first interaction with psilocybin in college as well. And I remember being like, wow, this is super fun, but I want to jump into that brick wall. Right. And it's the same medicine, but the use of it is totally different, because as most of your listeners will understand, that the medicine, especially psilocybin, will take on the energy of the environment. Right? A lot of times. So if you're in a negative energy or you're in a party environment, guess what? You're not really going to maybe see the visuals or have the breakthroughs or anything like that.
Really?
Because the energy isn't directed there. And sometimes it can help do little shifts over time. But when you really set an intention and build like a container of love, no judgment, healing, and inviting our departed loved ones or our angels and guides and ancestors into this space to bring these messages of light and love and to help us heal. And then, you have the singing bowls or the tarot cards or any of those other aspects that can help bring in healing messages. It's totally different. It has
like,
transformed
how does somebody
many lives.
Like, how do you even find you? I show up at a holistic fair, and then what happens? Like, I'm really healing people. Like what?
I wish I'd be like, boom. No, but
wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah. I think you grew up in Texas, so you might have gotten that.
I did. So I know all about reference. That. Dude, no, but so my brother, when he was little, we would go to those churches, and my brother just like, we'd go to Bible school or whatever. My brother would love it. He gets so excited. He'd be like, I'm healed. My mom would be like, shut up. We're just here for the cookies. Like,
I love that. That's hilarious. So yeah.
But not my brother. He was in. But my brother's always been moved by the spirit. He does not care who it is. Yeah. I really hope he does not watch this. So
the best way to find me is ask your spirits and guides to bring you to me. No, but for real.
I kind of feel like they brought you to me right now. So that's
exactly.
I have some questions for you in a second. I want to talk about my I call it my surgery perjury. But so you think that if they need to find you, they just need to be like, all right, I need to find her.
Yeah. And I really just trust that. I do have a website, Awakened.
We'll link that. So if you found her, we are helping you with websites. Yeah. That'll be like somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I meet a lot of people in the reggae scene. So that's super awesome. I love new age reggae music. And I'm just kind of like, I feel people, honestly, I'm a Gemini, so I'm super good at networking.
My daughter's a Gemini.
Yeah. And sometimes I'll be like, dude, spirit's calling me to this place. And so I'll follow that call, and then boom, like something amazing will happen, and somebody will super open up, and they'll tell me things that they haven't told somebody in 15 years. And it's like, so I actually meet people everywhere. And so that's why I said maybe
you'll
ask your angels and guides. Yeah. I think that's the best way. And I can feel it. I can feel it when somebody.
You're like it's really interesting that you say that, because that's how I ended up here. I manifested my apartment. People are like, well, I'm like, literally, I can show you the drawings. Like, I was like, this is exactly what I want. And then I was like, I don't want to lose that thing I manifested next door. So then manifested to be able to buy the one next door to it. so that I can open it up and it'd be big enough for my whole family. So that's what, and literally I was like, I just need that one next door to be open. And the next time we came, there was a lock on the, like a realtor lock on the door. My husband was like, you are weird. And I'm like, you're welcome. So, and we're sitting in that apartment right now. So
yeah. Yep.
I'm telling you what, that I feel like there's just something to manifesting and we're just not talking about it. But I mean, like, of course we're all connected. And of course energy is a thing. Like, of course we can guide ourselves. We've all been there and we've all been like, did I make that happen? Yeah, you did. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's cool.
And like, that's the thing about the subconscious mind though. So the subconscious mind rules 95% of our reality, according to the teachings of Carl Jung, Peter Levine, and all of these other like new age modern psychologists and stuff. So Peter Levine is the father of somatic experiencing. But anyway, so that 95% of your subconscious mind is always getting what it wants. It always. So even when you think like, oh, I graduated college, got my dream job and failed out of school, and now I have to move back in with my parents. Well, your subconscious mind might actually be excited about that because all it's ever wanted its entire life was to be loved and accepted and taken care of by your parents. And now's another chance for it to happen. So even though our conscious mind is like, fuck this, I hate this, I can't believe it, this is happening, like our subconscious
mind, our little inner child was like, I need to go be healed right now.
I need to go be with my parents. Yeah. So exactly.
That's interesting. I mean,
it really is.
And people are like, why are you moving to Colorado? And I'm like, I have no idea. Like, I literally just like upped and left Denton, Texas about 6 months ago. And now I live here. Like, because like, I mean, and I think that's really the deal. So so on October 6th, which was my 45th birthday, I had gallbladder surgery. And so the night before,
have you talked to Corey about this? Corey had
a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, we talked about it. I think that's how. So I had the gallbladder surgery, and I've lost 180 pounds, but whatever. But like, so this was like a big like end of this whole thing, kind of like happening for me. I was on morphine for like 48 hours because they couldn't give me anything until they were ready to do the surgery, and you can't eat. So it's just me, my gallbladder, and morphine, living through this whole thing. And I told my husband, I said, I basically think that I went through a retreat, like an ayahuasca retreat, because it was like my birthday and it was like this time. And the lady sitting next to me was like going through the exact same thing to me, but with like worse insurance. So I was watching it happen to her and watching it happen to me, like in this moment. And I was like, and then like my husband and daughter were there and it was my birthday. So everybody's telling me they love me through all of this. So I have all this like lovingness coming toward me through it. I'm checking my phone for the love. And I got done. And then but I got to my home and like, I was like up here and my husband's still down here. And it was a major issue. And he didn't believe me at first. And then he started talking to like his therapist. His therapist was like, that's pretty much what happened, man. Like, and so he had to get caught up. He was like, it's really not fair that you leveled up one night. And then, so I want to ask you, what's the biggest thing you've ever seen somebody like level up through in it?
Oh my goodness. So much
that you could share.
I can't even. I can't even like put a lot of it to words. And with the medicine experience, like I work with mainly psilocybin and DMT. I believe DMT is the strongest psychedelic on the planet. That's why it lasts about 15 to 20 minutes. So it's dimethyl. It's the active ingredient in ayahuasca. Pretty much ayahuasca is made with DMT and the ayahuasca vine, which allows your body to ingest the DMT. If you just eat DMT, you won't trip. But with the MAOI inhibitor of the ayahuasca vine, you can trip for like 5 to 6 hours. When you just smoke DMT, which actually is a tree bark that comes from like the mimosa tree in Central America. So when you smoke the tree bark, you'll be in an altered state for about 15 to 20 minutes. One of the most profound times I've seen somebody really worked through a fuck ton of childhood trauma. The medicine kept them, and it was in a personalized ceremony. So we can do like groups or just individuals. And it was a personalized ceremony, and the DMT kept her there for 40 minutes. It was insane because it's everybody lasts like 15 to 20 minutes. So that was really, really beautiful. There was just so much, some of the stuff that she was saying was like, you don't have control of me. You tried to make me who you wanted me to be, but you have no control over me. And like the amount of healing that went through that session was just amazing. Absolutely amazing. I've seen other people that will have like myself. I can definitely talk about these. So I have had some really interesting medicine journeys. I've done it a fuck ton of times, but at least 6 of those times on with the DMT, I have had the complete dissolution of ego. And it has
what
been
does that mean?
Absolutely. So pretty much what that means is the way you identify with yourself, you are no more. You become, it drops the veil completely, and you are in what I call the God space, but you are literally everything and nothing at the same time. And the way that I got there, though, was quite interesting, because every time that I've had that beauty of that pure just essence and divinity, that I am that, and that it is me, and that it is in everything and nothing all at the same time.
That's very Abraham Hicks. I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But I've had every sensation that I die. Right. So I feel like I'm throwing up, I'm shitting myself, I'm pissing myself, my body's on ice this way, I'm fire this way. And then I feel like I literally feel like I die. And then
you just like jump timelines or whatever. Okay.
Yeah. And so DMT is so powerful. The way I like to explain it is similar to, I think Joe Rogan said something like this on a podcast once when he's talking about DMT, but he says like you open a door to a portal when you smoke it, and everybody has a different door, and the medicine gives you exactly what you need at that time. But you are completely...
What are the rules on it? Is it like totally illegal? Like, or is it like pot where it's caffeine? Yeah. It's like out. It's out.
Yeah. They definitely don't want people getting a hold of this.
In Colorado, though, there's stuff. There's like in Colorado, they just there's now like studies and things that you can do. And then like my cousin's in Oregon, and apparently there's like a lot more even there. And it's just really interesting as we watch this stuff like come into legality. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
exactly.
And it's hard too because
go ahead.
Well, it's just hard because like you're sitting here and you're like, I have something that can treat these people and can heal these people and can get these people to where they need to be. And the unfortunate thing is that the pharmacy companies are like, yeah, well, we have drugs. So we have
so here, take this and you'll die sooner.
Yeah. And like, here we are on, whatever our Prozac dosages are today, at least me. And like, it's like, it's not fair because there's other ways we could be working through this stuff. And I feel like we're not being given those options. Yeah.
100%. And I feel exactly the same way. And my heart goes out to people that are, clinically depressed or anxiety, and they think that they just can't live without this Band-Aid, right? Well, that's not true.
Come?
And there's
what made you do it?
What made me do what?
What makes you care about them so much?
Because when I lost my significant other, I had like oh my goodness, my whole life just fucking flipped upside down. I was literally, there were like 3 weeks that I did not get out of bed for more than like one time to walk my dog. And I literally, I did not want to be here. And so to have that type of, and like to actually really, really, really feel it. And there was like this 6-month period where I had almost like lost my life 4 times within the 6 months period. And I was really in this shithole of anxiety, depression, PTSD. I was pretty much like immobilized by it. And that 4th time I realized like, fuck, I guess I'm supposed to be here. And if I'm going to be here, I'm not going to live like this anymore. And I'm going to do everything I can to heal myself and help others do the same. And
I just can't believe that there's a legal issue that would keep somebody from keeping themselves alive. Like, as you're saying this, I'm just getting more pissed off. I just need to say that right now. Like, that legally, this, like, that's frustrating. Yeah. But you're here now. And like, what made you decide to do this specific thing to keep yourself alive? Who convinced you?
So, I at that time, what happened was after that, I went and I was like I was going to get on antidepressants, and I'd been working with a therapist doing EMDR to help with like the dreams and shit I was having. Well, then I did this antidepressant 2 days, and it made my motherfucking skin crawl. And I was like all day, every day. It was worse than anything else. And I'm like, but I'd never believed in medicine and the pharma industry and stuff like that. And so of course I would have that such a severe reaction. And so then I was like, dude, I'm just going to start meditating every day. I have a brand that I promote and I'm a provider for, Ohana Kava. It's a medicinal root from the Pacific Islands that really helped me during that time. That worked way better than anything else besides street drugs. At that time, they helped a lot. They helped numb a lot. But then Ohana Kava was something that I started doing every single day that really helped me be able to take an appreciation walk the next day or meditate. And so I just worked my way up from there.
Man, and then, you call them appreciation walks, and I love that. Because we call them mental health walks in our house, and my husband and I take one every day. Yeah. Like, it's just so important in our life. But the biggest, most important part of it is when we go, we have to be positive. It's really important. And now they call them like hot girl walks or something, but like, that's a big thing. Yeah. They're called hot girl walks, where you only think about positive things. And I'm like, that sounds like that walk. So like, again, witches started, and then psychiatrists stole, and now we're talking about them. Yeah. And it's just really good. I just think if people aren't walking, it's one of those things that I would want to push people towards. I'm like, you must do this. So important. Yeah,
absolutely. Get out there, connect with nature, and appreciate every flower that comes along your path, or every tree that's not in bloom. Yeah,
I cannot say that enough. Like, I mean, there's so many times like you're like, hi, I don't even know if I touched grass today. Just do it. Like, touch something alive. Find a plant and put it in your hand, please. That's what I'm saying. So I feel that like super big time.
Yeah, and check the studies. Like, when we connect and when we ground with the earth, it automatically starts cleansing our aura from the bottom up, you know? So if you feel like you are having like holes in your energy field, or there's too much just shit that you're still holding on in your energetic body, go out there, connect with the nature, and ask nature to fill in your energy grid and to reset it so that you can actually walk with your shoulders back and connect like we're supposed to other people, you know?
So you're saying a lot of stuff, and I know what you mean, but I remember when I was looking at this stuff, right? And like I was like trying to learn about it, and here you are on the internet, and you're like, what does this mean? So when you say connect with nature, let's just start there. What is that? Like, I'm brand new to this. I have no idea what I'm doing. Tell me how to connect with nature.
I would say first, get outside and look at it. And I just literally, so for me, I start appreciating everything I see when I start connecting with nature. I will take my shoes off, put my feet on and in the soil, right? And just look around and see the beauty that is around us and the abundance that is around us. From, you know, it doesn't matter if you're in Central Park, there are still trees that you can see the abundant amount of leaves on. Well, maybe not right now because it's winter, but you know what I mean? So really, truly just appreciate everything around you that is nature. And you will start to feel and ask Gaia's energy to come up through the soles of your feet and to travel into your body and to align your chakras. And so that's what I typically do, is I start out by appreciating everything as I'm touching the earth. And then I will ask Mother Gaia's energy to come up through the soles of my feet. And then I'll do like a body scan where I'll see it come up through my calves, my legs, my, sexual organs, and just coming all the way up and asking it to replenish and restore every cell along the way.
And what's so interesting about that is there's totally like, that's a grounding technique we teach kindergartners, by the way, but we don't call it Mother Gaia. We're saying feet relax, knees relax, feel the ground under your feet. We do all those things. Like, again, that's it's science, but it's also like, it's so cool the way magic is just science we don't get yet.
Yeah.
It's just really cool to me. I love that. Yeah. And I love that when they discover it. Like, even now when they're like, oh, it turns out science does look different when we look away. And we're like, oh, really? We're all so surprised. Yeah. You know, and you're just like, oh, okay, thanks. So, but okay, so what is like the thing that you like tell, like everybody should do? Like, where do I start? What should I do first? If I want to like go on I'm ready to be spiritually enlightened. It's time for my journey. Teach me how to spiritually take me on my journey. What do I do? Give me like a rundown.
So do you want me to talk about like my morning practice that'll help? Or do you want me to talk about like
whatever you want? So, this is your podcast. Okay. I'm just listen.
So this is something I recommend everybody do, is to start their day out by giving back to themselves and start a morning practice. The first thing I do when I wake up is I lay in bed for about an extra 2 or 3 minutes, and I have a mantra that is going to set me for the day. My mantra is, I expand in abundance, success, and love every day as I inspire others to do the same. And I'll say that, and then I'll breathe through like 2 or 3 times, and I'll say it again. So I'll do that for like 3 to 5 minutes. It's called a mantra meditation. Then I immediately get a glass of water, 8 ounces or more, and I bless the water and I ask it to make me feel light and nourished today. So, use this water for my highest like hydration and nutrition, and drink 8 ounces, and it will fucking make you feel different. You will lose weight. There's so much magic when you flush your water and drink it first thing in the morning before coffee or anything.
Diet experts would tell you that, by the way. They say drink 8 ounces before your feet hit the floor. So like there's science to back that up. Yeah. But you're just saying, also, by the way, it makes you feel awesome. Just FYI.
Yeah, it does. It makes your skin clear. It makes you feel fucking great, dude. And then I do like a 10-minute breath work video, but I love Breathe with Sandy. He's fucking amazing. Check him out on YouTube. And then
you're right. I love Breathing with Sandy too. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll do like an 11 to 22 minute meditation. And then I'll have my coffee, right? And then since I
get to work, you can meditate for 22 minutes. You can get to 22 minutes. Hot bitch. I can never make it this one. I can get like maybe 12.
Yeah,
I get in my head. And I've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah. Well, how do you meditate?
I'm impressed. That 22 minutes is a long time.
It is.
You're like, you've done it way longer, haven't you? What's the longest you've ever done it?
Oh, like 2.5, 3 hours.
I can't. There's no way.
Yeah. If I'm going to do something like that, I'm going to take every single one of my motherfucking crystals and I'm going to put them on my chakras, and I'm just going to turn off everything to the world. And that's when, like, I've literally, if you get a snowflake obsidian and put it on your third eye, next thing you know, you will be living in your past lives. Like, you will be integrating that shit so hard. And so there's something to be said about getting to that different activation, and just like through meditation. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah. See, I think that I limit myself from how far I can go because I like perseverate and I start to get in my own head and I get, I'm in my head, you judge yourself. And you're in your head behind your head and you're in your head behind your head. And like the only voice you're supposed to be listening to is the one way back there anyway. Yeah. But all of these other ones are ahead of it. And it's just really hard to hear this one, that's a hard voice to, what are your tips? How do I get to 22 minutes?
I start out with some deep breaths. And then also it's great so I start out with 3 to 5 really deep cleansing breaths. And then I listen to the sound of my refrigerator. And so when I can constantly be listening and expanding my hearings and just on a traditional hum, right? Then when a thought does come in, I can like watch it float away like the leaves, you know, and go back to listening to the hum.
That's impressive.
Yeah. So that way I don't judge myself. And then from there, like my eye, like I pretty immediately start to see a lot of different visuals and stuff. And so just listening and seeing in my mind's eye to me, that is what helps me the most to stay in that constant state. But when things do there are certainly times where my mind is super fucking activated, and it's just like things keep coming. I go ahead and put my hand on my heart and my hand on my chest or on my stomach, my solar plexus. And I just feel them. I'll put my awareness there and I'll go back to feeling my breath. Like, so that way, because when thoughts just keep going in, if we can just stay focused and, you know, feeling the rise and fall of our chest, or maybe feeling the oxytocin of holding our sacred heart, right? So when we hold our heart, you can start to feel that oxytocin like release, and then you can get it to go throughout your body. And so you can start playing with energy that way. That will help, like, you know, deactivate the mind.
There was once this guy, his name is Richard Knight, and I took this class, and he talked about like energy fields in between your hands. Yeah. And he talked about being able to like, I know, and he talked about being able to like see energy, like when you do this, and like he did it. And he did it on camera, but God damn it, he did a thing, and everybody was like, "Are you doing this for fake or what?" Because I can actually see it, and you know what? You can see it. Yeah. And so I'm like, I've always wanted to like control energy like that. I'm like, that's cool, right? Yeah.
Yeah. The easiest way to do that is get two little crystals that have points like this, right?
Wait, hang on, I have them. I'll be right back. Wait.
Okay.
I'm like, wait. I have this crystal and I got another one. Is there anything looking at my butt right now? No.
Can't see it. Wish we could though.
I'm like, yeah, I'm showing everybody my book.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to. I only have 1 point, so this is gonna make do.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I'm willing to make. I got some. See
awesome.
No, wait. What's this? This is.
I can't see.
No, that's amethyst. This is amethyst. Look.
Oh yeah. Yep. And so what you do is, because we do have energy centers in the palms of our hands, right? Okay. So I put mine right here and right here where they're connected to the palms of my hands, and they're like, yours are kind of big. You got some big crystals there, girl. Yeah. And then, so if you just like close your eyes and start envisioning it, and you can like start to feel the crystals like push and pull against each other. And
it's like a magnet.
Yes, exactly. And then you can go further and further. Yeah.
No, this is a magnetic field. Stop.
Yeah. So this is... This is one of the things I discovered in a medicine journey. I'm like, it's so much easier with crystals.
Okay, so I have divining rods.
Oh, yeah. Dowsing rods is what I call them. But,
yeah. So, and these do that too, right?
Yeah.
They either do like a yes or a no, and these are really weird. And they're really weird because when you tune in on them, you know which way they're about to go before they go. You can like feel the energy happening. I'm like, they asked the question and the rod's already told me, like the energy's already shot through what it's going to do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but then if you say on TikTok what it is before it says it, that they're going to lose their crap on you. I'm like, it's not my fault. It's telling me right now. Yeah. I'm like, I already know. I don't need you to tell me. Yeah. And then, I mean, I love it. I love that stuff. My grandpa taught us how to witch water.
Really?
So I can
teach me. I don't know how that is.
Okay. So you take it's kind of the same thing with the divining rods, but you do it with a stick, and the stick is like a pitchfork kind of, you know, and it's in a Y. And so you hold one end of each of the stick and you walk until there's water underneath you. And I can break a stick off. I need to make a video because people never believe it, and then I do it and they're shocked. I can break a stick off if there's water underneath it. It's so hard. And they say that only like the oldest can do it, and then there's one other in my family that can do it. But it's usually the oldest grandkid that can do it.
Oh, wow. That's
but cool. My grandpa used to do it. He used to do it for oil companies and wells. Like when they would have him like check for the wells to when they were digging wells. So it was cool. Yeah.
That is cool. Wow.
So I'm
make a video. I got to check it out.
You're going to be like, what did she just do? I know. No one ever believed me. Even my husband was like, literally, he's like, did that stick just break? I'm like, there's no way I could have broken it. I'm literally not touching it. I'm holding it back here. It's cool. Yeah.
That's fucking dope.
And you just have to wonder, like when you made me this was so cool. Okay, everybody, we're doing this from now on. We're putting the energy. This is crazy.
Yeah. And it it makes the energy so palpable and tangible. So once you get used to that, then you can just start building them with your hands, and you will tune in. Or you can put like an orange and an apple in your hands, and because
they have energy, they have life. Yeah.
And so you can learn how to do that, and then start working with it. And maybe you won't see it, because I won't see it, but I fucking make people energy bubbles all the time, and I'll be like, okay, make this exactly what my brother needs right now, and then I'll float him off a little bubble. Or I'll be like, oh, this one's so good, I need it, and like give it to myself. Yeah.
Well, and what's so cool is that I randomly grabbed two quickly, and I grabbed these are like my crystals. Like, you know what I mean? Like, these are the ones amethyst and rose quartz are my girls. Like, these are my friends. These are the ones I work with. These are the crystals that are in my life. They're everywhere. What are your what's your go-to crystal?
Oh, fuck, girl. I don't know. I love them all.
You don't have like a crystal that just like, if you need a crystal, this is the one. Because rose quartz is, so I see it's these two.
Yeah, I like celestite a lot because it's just so etheric and helps connect me with the angelic realm so much. And then like one thing I always wear during ceremonies and stuff is I made this, it's going the other way, this goddess Isis necklace. And so it has hematite and red jasper on it. And this is something that really helps me stay grounded and connected during ceremony. So that's something. And then my moldavite ring never comes off. So
I'm not wearing mine currently.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to. Okay, I say never, but then fucking when life,
and then you have gallbladder surgery on your 45th birthday, and you're like, I can't do this right now, moldavite. I can't do this.
Exactly. Or if you get too fucked up, this motherfucker will give me the spins. Okay, and I'm like, So I try not.
I've had to take it off.
Yeah.
It tells you it's like. Like, you got too fucked up is what you did. Yeah.
You're like, you're going to throw up now. Purge all this shit out of your body. What'd you do?
Yep. I feel that in my heart. I like you. You're fun. You should come on more podcasts.
Yeah. So, okay. Hey, and I got something to tell you. I know people that know Snoop Dogg. I was like, literally.
What?
Okay. I've been so excited to tell you this.
My heart was so broken whenever he fake gave up smoke. I was like, what am I going to do?
I was like,
I'm like, I'm screwed. Snoop, I bet my entire branding on you, and now you're done. And then Snoop was like, actually, I was just getting really popular for you for a second. I was like, thanks, Snoop. I didn't know we were doing it like this. Yeah. So, and really, he's the head fake. I'm trying to get to Martha. That's really what I want. I'm like, I want to meet Martha, and I want her to give me her skincare secrets. That's what I'm really trying to do. Because that girl, did you see her on the cover of Sports Illustrated?
No.
You need to take your time. My girl is like 70 something, looking like a goddess in a swimsuit. And I'm like so excited because it's someone who's like aging and everything. Like, I'm just so happy. Just because we're older doesn't make us ugly.
Yeah.
Like, it's
so
the
spirit's
beautiful.
Ageless, bro.
Yeah. Like, and I love seeing it. I love seeing women of all ages being beautiful. And I think we're seeing it more now, like in television too, just because like there's more of them becoming older, like they kind of all like dropped out. They used to just drop out, but now they're like being older, and it's awesome. I'm glad. I love to see like actual representation. I feel like from the age of like 35 to 60 doesn't exist on TV. And I think they're working really hard to bring that back in,
Oh yeah. I love that because I'm 35. And so it's but I don't really watch that much TV unless like I fucking love Gaia TV. If you don't have that app and you want to get into some really witchy shit, like or any of all of it.
Gaia TV. No, I'm like
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
very
somebody
fun.
I want a ceremony with is motherfucking Graham Hancock, bro. He's done ayahuasca like more than 65 times. And I'm like, take me with you. Like, I legitimately, you're my hero.
I wanted, like, I don't know. I've never done, so I've only ever like done shrooms in college, but I want to do this. I want to like take the retreat and everything, but I want it to be like I want to do it with my husband over a weekend and it'd be like a whole thing. But I also, what I want to do is like, I would love to put together something for like everybody. That's what I really want to do. I want to put together like an event. So if you guys want to go to the event, you can tell us about it. And we're going to have Brandy do it. I'm not sure which way I'm pointing. It's weird because that's not where you are for me. I'm not pointing at, I'm pointing at my door right now.
And you're not here right now. The more windows are over there.
Yeah, this is very weird. I don't know. Cameras are odd. Okay, so the big thing I ask everybody is, I say to them, we have 5 flights. We're in an elevator, and I need to be convinced to like follow everything that you do in your life. What are you going to tell me about yourself?
So I'm just going to tell you that I'm somebody that loves people, and I'm here to help them overcome anything that has set them back in this world. I love to use plant medicine to do so, and there's a bunch of other healing modalities that I bring into my business as well. But I think the number one thing is that I do resonate with people of all different walks of life. And if you're a woman and you would like to be a part of my virtual support group on Tuesday nights, I would love to have you a part of that. It's something free where women support women.
I want to go. I'm going to go to that.
We're
all going to go to that.
Let's do it.
I'm going to bring my women to that. Do it. I want to be a part of it. Yeah. Okay, guys, we're going to be a part of the virtual support group, and then we're going to go on an ayahuasca retreat. And if you want to, then definitely, rate the podcast well. Yeah, that's what I want.
So we're going to do a DMT retreat.
Yeah. Yeah. What's that?
Yeah. So
that's the hardcore
DMT
one, right?
It's the active ingredient in ayahuasca, but I'm not an ayahuasca shaman. So I work with DMT and psilocybin. And then I have a microdose coaching program, which has helped people overcome substance abuse. They've had long-term effects on depression and anxiety on an 8 to 12 week program. So if you wanted to work with me in more of like a coaching setting, we could do something like that. That would do small shifts over, an 8 week, 12. Yeah, dude.
You and I are going to do something really fun soon.
Yeah,
we're going to do something
let's do it.
Do it on the internet. You guys, are you ready? I know.
Okay.
Well, I want to say thank you for coming on the podcast. Is there anything else you want to tell them? I feel like are there other things you want them to know about you?
No, just that I love you, no matter who you are and where you are. If you feel called to work with me, I feel called to work with you, and I'm sure
it's interesting that you said that. And that's my new thing, is just telling people that I love them, because we don't do that enough. And I do love a lot of people. Yeah. And I'm like, it's okay. And this world's hard, dude. Wow, it is. I love that. So I love you. I love that. That's great.
I love thank you. For coming on the podcast. Oh, this has just been so good. Yeah. Hi. It is nice to meet you. And if you want to chat about who I know that might know somebody who knows Snoop Dogg, let's do that, girl.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to be cool right now. I'm trying to be like, oh, that's nice. Okay, but really, I'm like, So
I felt like I wanted to reach out to you so many times too, but now I actually will, because we did this.
Oh, you should reach out to me. I feel like nobody is ever. I feel like this is a thing. Okay, guys, if you want to reach out to me, please reach out to me, because I'm not scared. I swear. Okay, awesome.
I love you.
Okay.